7 things you need to know as a woman. And if you don't know these things, girl, well, you need to make sure your ears are wide open because class is in session. Number 1 thing you need to know as a woman, sooner you can throw out, evict the pick-me version of you, the better decisions, the better life, the better your dating is going to go. The reason why pick me logic is so dangerous is because it doesn't just affect your dating, but it affects your decisions, it affects your dreams, your goals, it affects almost everything you do. When you don't have enough self-esteem or see yourself as the worthy, beautiful woman that you are, you start outsourcing the validation in weird ways. Okay, in weird ways, just to put it bluntly, and that could be through letting men walk all over you, letting life walk all over you, letting other people just have their way with you, and we got to put an end to that. When you don't know how worthy you are, it's really hard to stand on business. It's really hard to make decisions that are actually going to give you the life, the man, whatever it is that you really want. Now, I'm not going to get on here in front like I'm just this perfect girl and I've never had pick me moments. I mean, we've all had a little tickle, a little itch that needed to be scratched for some validation. There's different levels or different ranges to being a pick me. Sure, all of us have had different doses of it at different times or periods of our life, but the sooner and the younger you can snip that cord, the better. Okay, so how do we really reverse any pick me energy, thoughts, whatever? You gotta look at your life. So you gotta look at your life and say, are there any areas, categories, people that I'm letting disrespect me, walk all over me, giving me treatment that really isn't aligning with how I see myself and how I want to be treated? Once you figure these areas out, it might be a little jump scare. That's okay. It's easier to target one area, and I promise when you target one area, sometimes you won't even need to target other areas. Your overall sense of worthiness will just increase by dealing with one category. Start writing down all of the amazing things about yourself, all of your skills, your talents, all of the quirks, everything you love about yourself. Girl, get a notebook and start writing these things down so you can remind yourself just how amazing you are. I know you can find 10 things that you love about yourself, that you like about yourself, and then look at that kind of from a third person point of view and be like, you know what, if I were to see this girl with these qualities walking around, I would think she deserves the world. She deserves everything. And if she deserves it, then so do I. You want to start doing things that just slowly build up that you're worthy, that you deserve just better treatment from people, from life. Second thing you need to learn as a woman is how to set boundaries and not feel bad about the boundaries you've set. I know so many of you baddies don't set boundaries because you're worried about how it's going to hurt them, but in actuality, not setting a boundary is far more harmful because what's going to happen is you're going to feel weird towards them, then you're not going to say anything, and then the energy is going to shift. And it's going to make everything weird in general. So it's better to just politely say, hey, I don't like when you treat me like this. I don't like when you say these certain things. If you don't put it out, stop to it. We're going to have to snip this and put a pause in this relationship we have going on. So many of you baddies don't set boundaries because it feels uncomfortable, it feels weird, it feels icky. But girl, don't you feel weird, uncomfortable, and icky when people push your boundaries? So there's no way to avoid the weird and ickiness. So, you don't have to set all your boundaries at once in one day, in 1 week, but try something small, like set a small boundary today and see how empowered and how much better you genuinely feel just by nipping it in the butt right then and there. Number 3 thing everyone needs to know is that you can always change your life at any moment, at any time. I know it seems like when there's patterns in life or in dating, it feels like, okay, well, that's just it for you, but it's not, babe. You can change your life at any moment, and sometimes it just takes a small mindset shift of believing that you could have a different life, that you could tell a different story, that you could sing a different song. If your life isn't going the way you want it to, girl, it can change, but it's gonna start, and it's gonna start with you. Not by looking at other people and looking at what their life is doing, but sometimes you really just gotta look in the mirror and be like, okay, what are some things I can do today that are gonna change my life? Can I start dating different people? Can I you know, put myself in different environments, hang out with different friends. When you start small and start questioning, you know, the cycles that have been going on and start believing that there is a positive way that your life can go, you'd be surprised how many amazing doors start opening for you. Number 4th thing every woman needs to know is that if you really want to stay clean and smelling clean all day long, you're gonna need a body bar and your body wash. You need those 2 combos. The body bar is what's gonna get rid of the dirt, the gunk, the stinky, the funky smell. Then, you know, you can go in whatever scented body washes, whatever you want. That's just like for funsies. But the body washes, girl, that's cutesy stuff. That's not really gonna get rid of the funk. I can do like a full shower routine video because, girl, I know my stuff. So I'm not gonna put you on. Next thing I would say every woman needs to know is how to bounce back whenever you've taken an L in life. L's aren't the end of your story. L's don't mean, oh, it's over in dating, in the job, in life. It's just an L. It's a chapter that you close it, but there's another page after that. And if there's not another page, then you get another book. It's so important that you don't let an L define who you are, your worthiness, your confidence. You can lose a job, lose a partner. A season can come to an end, but you still can see yourself as a worthy, amazing, beautiful, perfect person that you are. And I think L's hit so hard because sometimes we might accidentally attach what happens in reality to who we are, and then it just hurts so much more. You might think the job loss means something about you, the partner means something about you, and so it's like when you attach the L to who you are, it's almost like you have to do like 10 times the amount of work to recover from the L. Like if you lose a job, it's like, okay girl, well, just get back in the game and find another job or maybe start a business. If a relationship ends, you can look for another partner, or you can spend, you know, enjoy your single girl season and keep it pushing. But when these things happen and then it affects you, not only do you have to fix the situation, but then you got to fix you. And it's like this whole drawn out process, which takes your L season that might have been like a week or 2 and make it last a year. So much longer than it needs to. So the next time, whenever something happens that feels like it's unfavorable, one thing I like to do is just like, no, God works everything out for my good. God can do anything. He can repair any type of situation, no matter what it is. I still see myself as worthy, amazing, and I know I don't like that situation, but I'm still gonna keep it pushing, and I'm just gonna let this roll off my shoulders. And the last thing I would say every woman needs to know is to not see other women as competition, to not see a woman who's pretty or maybe has more things as if her beauty is taking something away from who you are. There is infinite abundance, infinite opportunities, infinite room for there to be 1 baddie, 2 baddies, 10 baddies in the room. We don't all have to fight for this one throne. There is a throne for you to sit on in your own life. Nobody can take away what God has for you, so there's no need to feel threatened by someone else's opportunities, their lifestyle, or how pretty they are, because the way they are is for their life. The way you are is for your life. No one is going to take away the dream man, the dream opportunities, the dream job that God has for you if he has written it down for you to have. The only person who can come and collect that opportunity is you. So many times we see other women and we're like, well, I want to be like her. But being like her would take away from what you have, the blessings and the favor and the abundance and the amazing people that you're supposed to meet. And so when you focus on your life and you focus on all the good things about you and about your life, and you focus on the goodness of your life, and you focus on all the good things that you do have, you'll start to realize that, hey, my life is actually good. Maybe theirs is different, but my life is good too. Hey babes, those are 7 things I feel like every woman needs to know. I mean, there's so many things that like just really help you step into the woman you want to be, and we really just scratched the surface. So if you like this video, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and comment below part 2 if you want to hear 7 more tips.